At 4:24 a.m. this morning, we were woken up to our bed shaking and the bookshelves shaking and just the entire house rattling. It was so scary. It was a 6.6 magnitude earthquake that happened in a different section of Puerto Rico. I cannot imagine how much worse it was near the epicenter because it was so scary here. We all woke up except for Janae. So grateful that she stayed asleep. We just clung to each other. Laura had had a bad dream and was already in bed with Jeremy and I just held her so close.
I just remember it being dark and the bed shaking really loud and hearing things falling around me. The ceiling has no wooden trusses, like it's just concrete. And so I was terrified that it was gonna collapse in on us. And I jumped over.
Jeremy threw his body on top of us because he was so worried about the ceiling falling. Then as it settled down, we hurried and checked on the other kids as they came running into our rooms.
I was pretty scared and I noticed it was like a big earthquake going on. And then I waited until it was done, and then I came out, and then we got you guys.
Was your bed shaking?
Mm-hmm.
How about your dresser?
I was too scared to look at my dresser.
That makes sense.
I was scared that our house was gonna break because it was dark out and I didn't see anything.
I remember as the kids did come into the bed and we were laying there together, it was scary because the aftershocks came on and there was additional shaking. And
when you've experienced a big first quake, the aftershocks are very unsettling. And so Jeremy and I's bed became a family bed for a little bit, and we were just kind of all there holding on to each other, kind of waiting for it to pass. So the power went out. Did you hear the generator turn on?
Yes, our room lives right close to the generator, so all we heard last night was a
It's super loud, huh?
Yeah.
then at that point when we knew the power was out, there was the question of like, how long would our generator last? Were there gonna be concerns about water? I immediately was thinking how we had a long like shopping list of things that we were running out of that we were needing, like milk and diapers and, you know, really basic essential things. Overall though, I'm so glad we were safe, and it was just a terrifying experience, like feeling like you have no control and not knowing how big the potential damage would be is scary.
A scary thing about earthquakes when you're on an island is tsunamis. And so we were checking updates and seeing if there was a tsunami warning, which there was not. It's hard, they feel that quake, and the very first thing they have to think is, do I need to evacuate my house because of the tsunamis? So today, the power is still out across the island. The entire island. We haven't experienced that before. So we have a generator, but we don't know how long the power is going to be out, so we're kind of conserving the generator's power.
Janae, there was an earthquake last night. Did it shake like this, Janae? Yeah. It was like this big. Nighttime at 4 a.m. Look what happened. Look at the bookshelf. It shaked the ground and everything shaked and fell.
Janae, what happened last night?
There was an earthquake.
There was an earthquake?
Then my bed started falling, so I was scared.
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Did you feel it wiggling?
Yeah.
So it's been on my schedule all week to go shopping today. So we are embarrassingly out of almost everything at our house. So I decided to come out and brave the store. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. They're open, which is a good thing, and the generators have the store running, but it kind of also feels like a ghost town. They do still have water, which is great because we needed some. You just always want to have water in hand in case of an emergency. The water is currently down in our neighborhood. Not sure what's going on with that.
What are you guys playing?
Button ball.
So you made up a game? Why did you call it button ball?
Because you have to sit in the button.
All right, so you're calling that the button that you sit in? You have to sit there and try to hit the other person with a ball?
Under the knees.
Okay, and then once you hit them, are they it?
Then they switch.
Button ball. He got you. I'm glad you guys are having so much fun. Janae wanted to turn. The kids have been loving the trampoline. We really missed it. So you can hear all the other generators that are going around us as people try to keep their power on when all the power is off on the island.
I was able to grab a few more things. I found a flashlight and a smoke sprayer, a fire extinguisher, there's the word. And so we've got some food, we're all set. I got lots of things, some important, some not.
Since we don't know how long the power is going to be off, we want to shut off the generator to preserve the natural gas that we have because that tank eventually does run out and the generator won't work and we won't be able to have the refrigerator and the freezer functional. So intermittently through the day, we'll turn the power back on to make sure that the fridge and the freezer have power so that we can keep our food good. Wasn't this one of the gifts that Caleb got you?
It's actually the gift.
The gift. This is pretty. You're doing such a good job.
Want to see the first one I did?
Sure.
It's this one, but all the way up. First page. See?
Awesome.
That's what Anna was in her house. The lesson started crying. And it was the end. That's what that's name. That's not name, that's Anna.
But does it remind you of you and Laura?
That's Elsa. That's Anna. Those are this small.
Do you have shoes just like that?
Yeah.
You do.
I feel just like Anna. I have that dress.
You do have that dress.
I have that cake. And Mama's the queen. And that's me. That's Elsa.
It's like you're in the story.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much stories affect us and how young. I mean, Janae is 2 years old and she's already putting herself into the story, into the narrative, and learning and remembering from stories.
That's Anna. I'm big. I'm big now.
Did you become big now?
Yeah, I got big now. What's your hair do? I got big now like Anna. Anna again.
So slowly Janae was able to convince all of us to play Duck, Duck, Goose with her.
Duckity, duck, duck,
It's
duck,
actually pretty fun once we play.
Duckity, duck, duck, goose.
Got him! That was fast, Laura. Boom. Hey!
Daddy, what's the camera?
All right, here we go. Duck. Duck. Duckity duck.
Her face. She's like,
Duck. Duck. Goose. She's coming. She's coming.
faster, Dad.
Faster, Dad. Faster. Your turn now.
She's touching your
Well, we made it home and my Costco trip actually went great. I got a bunch of stuff, but the whole time I was in there, I kept looking up at all the stuff they keep on those super top racks, and I was so scared there was gonna be another earthquake or an aftershock and it was gonna fall down. If there was an earthquake, I would not wanna be inside Costco. I'm sure that's a completely irrational fear. I'm sure Costco has a plan. All warehouses, I'm sure, have something that keeps things still during an earthquake, but still.
Thanks for picking up all this stuff.
You got tons.
I'm glad you...
Kleenex. Did you see the Kleenex?
Oh my goodness.
That's true love right there, babe.
I love Kleenex. I am really happy that we have toilet paper.
So what I really want to do right now is take a shower, but there's not quite enough water pressure to do that. So instead, I'm going to tackle the Christmas tree. I'm gonna take it down. It's always so sad to me to take the tree down, but it also feels like a fresh new start. Like I'm ready to really get back into routines and tackle the new year, and it's time. It's time.
Can I help?
Of course. Step one is take off the ornaments. So take off all the ornaments. We're just gonna line them up on the couch, and then I'm gonna pack up the ornaments. Yeah, so you untie the bows that are tied on there.
Oh.
Luckily, they're not breakable.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the song about crying the day you take the tree down? I cry the day that I take the tree down. I want the season to last all year round. Yeah, I can't sing that song, but I think of it every year when I take down the Christmas tree. He did it.
Yeah, now we get to store the tree. I think I liked the idea of just tossing it into the dead tree pit that we used to do before. Now we gotta keep it around all year.
Our old trees got recycled into mulch for the playgrounds in our area, so.
Space.
There's space over here now. What are we gonna do with this little corner?
It's so fun to play in.
He fit it all in the original
Let's
box.
see if we can close it. So it's getting hot in here because we don't have air conditioning.
because you're working hard.
So we just recently got a new family game where it has a pig that you pass around, and we've been looking all over the house for it. Janae's gotten into the habit of taking things and hiding them in purses or in all kinds of different places around the house. Sometimes when we ask Janae about where she maybe put something, she'll remember and she'll just go grab it in some random spot, but other times she forgets. So right now she doesn't know where the pig is. We're looking everywhere. You found it?
It was in the toy bin. Janae put it in the toy bin.
There it is.
Good job. Good job.
Janae, did you put it away?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we played this yesterday for like an hour. So you pass the pig around and whoever it farts on.
Is it called Pass the Pig? Because that's a dinky pig.
So we're just getting ready to do dinner, and I was seeing images online of where the damage was the worst in Puerto Rico, and I'm just again so grateful that our house is standing and that there wasn't greater damage for us, and praying for those people who really had significant structural damage because of the earthquake. It's also interesting to consider that with Hurricane Maria, the island went 3 months without power. You know, this one day to day, and going and running to the store to get stuff, like it's just the tip of the iceberg of what people here have suffered. And it's just crazy to try to put that in perspective with only doing 1 day without power.
All right, well today has definitely not gone as planned. It is super loud in here because our generator's on right now and it's right outside the kitchen. We are so grateful for a generator. We were able to cook in our kitchen with the stuff I was able to buy at Costco today, so we are totally fine. We're all set. Good night, J House out.
I love you, Mommy. Whoa.